Hi everybody, welcome back to my little corner of the internet. Good to see you again. It's been a while. I know my studio has been unavailable. See my studio behind me over here. All right. Anyhow, I wanted to get back with y'all because I know that I haven't really covered, the finished product here with my guitar build from the Warmoth parts. So I'm just going to kind of go end to end with what I've got here. First off, down here at the very end, I've got a Fender strap lock system installed. So quick and easy release on that. Stays locked in, so you don't have to worry about your guitar crashing to the ground because your strap came off. And that's attached to an anthology geared guitar strap, which I just really love. It's so rich feeling and just a beautiful piece of leather. So fantastic stuff there. And then get to the top here. The body is a Warmoth. It was from their showcase. It's a solid Telecaster style or T-style body. I don't know if you can see it very well. There we go. A lot of reflections in that. It's very shiny, front and back. The grain is a beautiful hunk of swamp ash. So the grain on this thing is just gorgeous. It's their transparent turquoise color for the paint. I got it out of their showcase. I saw it in there and I'm like, man, that's really nice looking. There was one they had in the showcase just a few weeks before that I really liked. It sold before I can buy it. The nice thing about getting a guitar from the Warmoth showcase is that with the showcase stuff, it costs less than if you were to custom order it. So if there's one in the showcase that you really like, just go for that and save a few dollars. It's fantastic. Now the next piece silver color is a bridge. It's a Goto standard style tele bridge. It's solid brass, it's plated. But the solid brass is nice because it has some weight to it. And they say the brass is supposed to have a better tone, because everything on the guitar is about tone. There's a little tone switch and there's a tone, strap lock, whatever. I don't know. But so that's kind of why I went with that. It had the feel and it fit the way I wanted it to. And on the back side of that, of course, I have the matching ferrules that I got from Warmoth. And then Warmoth provided the switch plate. I mean, I bought it, but the switch plate, the knobs are from Warmoth, so I don't know. They've got a nice feel. They're not super lightweight and cheap. And then I've got an orange drop capacitor inside for the tone, which I got from StewMac. And then here, this is kind of the amazing thing. There's a switch to switch between the different pickups, and the switch is a 6 position. So you've got positions 1, which is your bridge pickup, 2, which is the 2 pickups in parallel, and then position 3, which is the neck pickup. And then you come over here and you click it upward, up, and you've got position 5, which is the 2 pickups in parallel at a phase, and then the 2 pickups in position, no, that was 4. This is 5, position 5, the 2 pickups that are series out of phase, and then the 2 pickups that are series in phase. And that position there's got this really beefy kind of humbucker, like a Gibson guitar kind of sound instead of your standard Fender kind of sound. So that's really impressive. The pick guard from Warmoth, they do all kinds of custom pick guards and get a lot of different option selections and colors and stuff. And I went with one that's a 3-ply, so you've got a layer of black, a layer of white, and then the top is black again. And then the pickups, I went with the Fralin, kind of their standard Telecaster pickup. So it's got this really nice, Telecaster kind of sound. Lindy Fralin is called the expert when it comes to single coil pickups, and these sound just fantastic. And then, well, the strings are Ernie Ball Super Slinky, 9 to 42, I think it is. Now the neck, and the neck plate on the back will do that. Neck plate and screws I got through Warmoth. Okay, the neck is also a Warmoth neck, but I did custom order it. I wanted something very specific they didn't have available in the showcase, so I paid the extra and got the neck I wanted. First thing I did was I selected the, and I don't know if that's going to show up very well on the video here, but the rosewood fingerboard here that you're seeing, all that grain and stuff in there, just beautiful colors. It's like a chocolate fountain, you know, where you've got 2 or 3 different kinds of chocolate all pouring through it at once. And then I went with their kind of their standard fret size, but in a stainless steel. The dots, the position marker dots on this are azurite malachite, and again they look kind of washed out to me here in the video, but they're azurite malachite, so you've got this really nice blue series of blue colors kind of swirling in there. And then you've got the side marker dots, and those are mother of pearl. And then the nut, which is this bit here where the strings go through, is a tusk nut, so it's a self-lubricating, you know, kind of graphite thing in there or something. I don't know how it works, but the concept behind that is if it's properly cut, the strings won't bind in there, so it helps with tuning. If you've got a nut where the strings bind in there, you can hear it when you tune it. You know, the guitar will make kind of this pinging, tinking kind of noise, and that means the string is getting either bound up there or in the string tree, and so that's the string slipping, and so it can do that while you're playing too, and then it slips out of tune. So this helps keep the guitar in tune. Now on the back of the neck, the core wood, as they call it, is a roasted maple, but it's a figured roasted maple, so or flame roasted maple, whatever you want to call it, not meaning it was roasted with flames. The roasted maple, they basically put the wood in an oven for a while and kind of bake a lot of the moisture and stuff out of it. It helps kind of pre-age the wood a little bit, so it's going to be more stable. It's not going to, you know, it's not as likely, I should say, to twist and bend and weird things that you don't want your guitar neck doing, because it just makes it useless. So that's kind of the nice thing about that. But and the roasted maple also, you can get away without a finish. And I had a hard time deciding what kind of finish I would have wanted anyhow. So without a finish on it, it's got this really nice wood feel. It's very smooth and velvety. It's great. And I didn't have the extra expense, so that was also a real plus, because, you know, finish costs money. It takes time and it takes material in paint and everything. So, but that flame, I don't know if you can see that very well. There's a wood grain that runs up and down the neck this way, but then you've got this flame that goes across here that when it catches the light, it kind of moves just a little bit and all that, and it's just great. And then I used some oil I got from Stumac to kind of protect the back of the neck and keep from getting too grubby dirty from my hands, although I wash my hands before I play because it's only the right thing to do. And then while we're on the back here, I've got locking tuners. These are the ratio locking tuners. So with the ratio tuners, as each, you know, because you've got the fat strings here and then the skinny strings here, you know, so as it changes from string to string, each tuner has a little different gear ratio in there, hence the name ratio tuners. So no matter which tuner you're on, it only takes, you know, like a half a turn to go half a step or something like that. So it's fantastic. It's a great way to tune your guitar where you're not sitting there on some of the strings having to twist and twist and twist and twist, you know, when you're tuning your guitar at first. So it's a real help to have those ratio tuners. Plus, if you want to do a special tuning, you know, like a drop D or something, it's real easy to hit that because, you know, half a turn or turn down and you're there. So another fantastic thing. And then the string tree, which I mentioned a moment ago, this here is from Tusk as well. So it's the same kind of material so that the strings don't get bound up in there when they pass under it. The reason for the string tree is you're applying more downforce. These strings here on the end, because there's such a distance between the nut and the tuning head, the little peg there, there we are. Okay, between there and there, that you don't have much downforce, which means if you play hard, you could probably pop the string right out of the slot there in the nut. But also they say it's supposed to help the tuning if you've got it really sealed down like that. The other strings don't need it. And I thought that when I first was checking out the ratio tuners, I thought they were what they called staggered, so that, up here you'd have a taller post and down here you'd have a shorter post. And that doesn't seem to be the case. If that was the case where these posts up here were shorter, then I wouldn't need the string tree probably, because that would be applying the downforce to keep the strings in place better. And then of course I've got the custom guitar pick here from what is it? I can't remember the name now. And they make great guitar picks. It's Intune GP. That's the brand. So custom guitar pick with the matching logo, just because you have to, right? And then the sticker here, this is a decal that I put on there. The decals I made myself. I ordered some water slide paper from Amazon. If you really want to know the details about which one I used or whatever, go ahead and leave a comment below and I'll get back to you on that. But I used this really thin water slide paper. So what water slide paper is you take, it's like you use for models if you ever built plastic models or something. And so you print on it, cut it out, soak it in water for just like a minute, take it out, and there's a plastic film on one side that slides off, and that's your decal. So it slides off of the paper backing and then it sticks. And so with the water slide decals, you have to lacquer over them to protect them, and then you got to sand it, and you got to work at that, a couple layers of lacquering to get it to where it's got a smooth edge to it, so it doesn't really stand out that it's a sticker. See, you can see there's no real edge to it. It's not glossy or anything because it's plastic. It could turn that glossy. But if you do it right, and if you want glossy, fine, that's great. You can do that using glossy lacquer. I use matte. So that's really what I did there. And I think that really covers all the components on this guitar. And what's brilliant, now I haven't tuned this, so I don't know, but one of the nice things too about this guitar is it just sings, even unplugged. The acoustic sound of it is fantastic, and apparently stays in tune really well because of all the little neat things I did up there to help it do that. So I'll try to get you some sound samples. I don't really have a way here at this location of actually recording, samples through an amp or whatever. I'm just not set up for it, and so that's how that part goes. Anyhow, I'll try to get that as soon as I can. We'll get some sound samples posted so you can see the difference in each position, because it's kind of weird when you've got normal tele sounds and you've got all these alternate sounds up there. So cool stuff. Anyhow, thanks for visiting, and before I go, before either of us go, whoever's going, make sure you go down here and you click the like and the subscribes, the one that goes like this, not the one that goes like that. And I'll talk to you later. Also, almost forgot, welcome to our new member here. I've got somebody else that's joined the club, if you will, another subscriber and brilliant artist. I put the guy's name up, but I'm not like that. I don't put people out on there like that. If he wants to say something on there, he can say something. But yeah, so some great stuff going on. I'm getting really close to 200 views on my channel, so that's exciting. So when you click like, you click subscribe, and you share it with your friends, maybe we can get this channel up to 100,000 subscribers by summer. That'd be fantastic. So, that's on you guys, so work on it. I'll leave it up to you. I have faith. All right, thanks. We'll talk to you later.